you began developing the idea for this film, did you know it would be a biblical film, or were you more focused on like the family relationship aspect and telling a father-son story?
Well, no, it all came one piece. I mean, it wasn't fully developed, but it was. It came to me as fundamentally what it is, which is Jesus in the desert, perhaps not being able to find what he came to find, and running into a father and son, and getting sort of trapped in their own family drama for reasons that maybe he himself cannot explain. So it all came as one piece.
Was there any like hesitation or nervousness in like writing a character such as Jesus, who people already have strong feelings about going in?
A little bit, but I seem to, I think I felt at least like I had a grasp on the story that I wanted to tell, and I knew that it wasn't particularly, it wasn't going to be divisive really. It was 3 days, obviously I had to obey the origins of the story, and I knew what the destiny was. But within those 3 days, I had a certain amount of freedom. And also, I was only going to deal with the human Jesus. I didn't have to undertake anything divine or supernatural. So, yeah, I mean, yes, it's always a little scary. But, if a project isn't scaring you, it may not be worth doing.
What kind of research did you do in writing this film and developing it?
Well, I read a lot of, beyond the Gospels, of course, many books that were either historical or interpretations of Jesus, and, some books that were fictionalized stories of Jesus, and obviously I saw a lot of movies, everything from Pasolini to The Last Temptation. And in the end, as did Ewan with his research, we felt quite liberated in the sense that there were no two interpretations are the same. If they were the same, there would not be so many books and movies about Jesus. So, within his circumstances, within the framework of his circumstances, there is a lot there to work with. I didn't feel imprisoned by what had been done before, honestly.
And how did Ewan get involved? Did you approach him early on?
No, the movie went through many different versions. At one point, I thought of shooting it all in Mexico in Spanish, and then it was going to be an Israeli film in Hebrew, sorry, or perhaps in Aramaic. But in the end, I met Ewan, and apart from being a great actor, he's just someone who projects a lot of inner life, a lot of imagination, complication, but also a great, tenderness and interest in human things. He's very interested in the other. I think he's a very sensitive person, and whatever he's playing, that comes across. There's just something that I thought would help me a great deal.